How you guys doing today? This is Suze with Full Court Press. Today is Tuesday, March 2nd, 2021. I'm going to be bringing you guys a six-game NBA slate today. We got a couple good ones here. Let's just get right into it, man. The first game of the day, we have the Memphis Grizzlies, and they're -1 versus the Washington Wizards, and the total here is 236. We have, for the Grizzlies, we have Grayson Allen, Jared Jackson Jr. out, Kyle Anderson, he's questionable today. And then on the Wizards side of the ball, we have Gill, Ish Smith, and Thomas Bryant still out for this team. The Grizzlies are 5-5 in the last 10 games, and the Wizards are 7-3 in their last 10 games. The Wizards do look to be turning the corner here. We know this team puts up a lot of points. They have the ability to put up a lot of points on a nightly basis. It wasn't until this team actually started playing defense that they actually started winning ball games recently. The Wizards, they're looking pretty healthy. Bradley Beal's coming off a 46-point game in his last outing. I think the Wizards come to play here. As long as they play defense, they can outscore this Memphis team. This one's going to be a coin flip, but my lean here would be to the Washington Wizards plus the one at home in the under 236. Memphis, they're just known for hitting the unders. Memphis averages like 104 points on the season. Washington, we know they could put up points, but like I said, if they're able to play defense here, they'll be able to win this game, and I think this game goes under. For this second game of the day here, we got the Los Angeles Clippers, -4 versus the Boston Celtics, and this total is 220. For the Clippers, we got Patrick Patterson and Jay Scrubb out today. And then for the Celtics, we got another big injury for them. We know Marcus Smart, Taco Fall, and Romeo Langford all been out for a while now. But Jaylen Brown, today he's out against the Clippers with a knee injury. Head-to-head this season, Boston Celtics are 1-0 against the Clippers. On February 5th, the Celtics came down to LA and were able to get the win on the road, 119-115. For the Celtics in this game, Jason Tatum led the way with 34 points. For the Clippers, Kawhi had 28 points, 11 rebounds. In that game, Paul George and Jaylen Brown were unable to play due to injury. But in today's game, we're going to see the Celtics without Jaylen Brown or Marcus Smart. And then the Clippers are pretty much healthy except for Patrick Patterson and Jay Scrubb. Patterson, he's a good bench player, but he doesn't really make that big of an impact for this team, so I don't see that being a problem here for the Clippers. But Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart on the other side, I mean, you're missing one of your best defenders and Marcus Smart, and then you're missing Jaylen Brown, one of the most prolific scorers in the NBA right now. The Celtics haven't been playing, playoff basketball, the type of Celtics team that we're used to, the type of Celtics team that we know that comes out here and balls every night. That just hasn't been them this season. This one's pretty simple to me. I'm going to take, it's Clippers or nothing here. I'm going to take the Los Angeles Clippers -4, and then I'm going to take this game in the over 220. Once the Clippers get it going, they can really get it going. And then if they're beating the Celtics without Jaylen Brown, there's going to be a lot of garbage time, and then both benches for these teams score a lot of points. So I see this one going over 220 easily. Getting around to this third game, we got Atlanta Hawks +3.5 versus the Miami Heat, and this total is 222. For the Hawks today, we got Cam Reddish, DeAndre Hunter, and Chris Dunn. They're all out. And then we got Bogdanovich and Kevin Huerter are probable today. This is going to be a big one. Kevin Huerter, however you say his last name, he be balling, man. He be balling. And he comes out here and shoots threes. He plays defense, adds a wrinkle to this offense. Bogdanovich, he's probable today. They got this guy from Sacramento last season. He came over and got hurt instantly. He hasn't been able to play much. He might be on a minutes restriction today, but it's going to be good to see him out there on the court for this Atlanta team and see what he brings to the table. On the other side of this ball game, we got the Miami Heat. We got Avery Bradley out, Myers Leonard out, and then Jimmy Butler questionable. You're going to want to look closer to game time to see if Jimmy Butler plays or not today. That's going to be a big thing in this game as far as defense and just controlling the floor. I know they got Dragic back. and like Hero's not on the injury report anymore, so they're fairly healthy. Bam Adebayo's in, but Jimmy Butler here is going to be a big one in this game. Head to head this season, the Miami Heat are 1-0 against the Hawks. These teams met on February 28th, and Miami was able to take that game 109-99 at home. For the Hawks in that game, John Collins had 34 and 10, Clint Capella had 20 points and 14 rebounds, and Trae Young had 15 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, almost getting himself a triple-double. For the Heat, Kendrick Nunn led the way with 24 points, 7 assists, followed by Bam Adebayo with 16 points, 13 rebounds. Right now, Miami's just hot. They won 6 out of the, not 6 out of, but they won their last 6 games in a row. They're on a 6-game win streak, and the Hawks are on a 2-game losing streak. The Hawks have had a few games where they looked impressive, but the games that they don't look too good definitely outweigh the games that they look impressive this season. There's no consistency with this team. And like I said, Jimmy Butler, if he's in today, then I'm really liking this Miami Heat team. So until I know if he's in or out, I'm not going to make a pick here, but my lean is going to be with the Miami Heat -3.5 at home. And then to take this game in the over 222, both of these teams have the ability to score the ball at a high clip. I know the Miami Heat haven't been doing that in the first, quarter of the season, but that was due to they were missing 8 players due to COVID and due to injuries. And I'm thinking this team, they're getting back healthy. The Hawks could score, the Heat could score. I think this goes over 222 easily. The fourth game of the day, we got New York Knicks -1.5 versus the San Antonio Spurs, and this total is 215. On the Knicks side of the ball, today they're going to be without Taj Gibson and Mitchell Robinson. 2 of their centers won't be playing today. I know they do have, what's the guy's name? He was the center. He played center for a little bit on the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Pelicans, I think, for a minute. Nerlens Noel. Tall, lanky dude. I think he's going to be their center today. Pretty sure, because they're missing Taj Gibson and Mitchell Robinson. And then Elfrid Payton, the starting point guard, is doubtful. He missed the last couple games for this New York Knicks team. On the Spurs side of the ball, they're still missing a bunch of people due to COVID and injuries. Today, Keldon Johnson, Rudy Gay, Derek White, Devin Vassell, and Quandre Witherspoon are all out for this Spurs team. This is going to be the first meeting between these teams this season. Let's see. The Knicks are on a 3-game winning streak here, winning 7 out of their last 10 games. The Spurs are coming off a loss, but they have won 6 out of the last 10 games. For me, this one's kind of ugly. I don't really like this game. Just specific. I mean, I like New York here, definitely, with the way they've been playing ball. The matchups here are just good for New York. Julius Randle's going to dominate in the paint this game, definitely. I don't really see too many bigs on Spurs that could stop him. But like I said, it's just ugly to me because it's a one-possession spread. So you got New York here on the road, -1.5. So if they, I don't know, this spread is just tricky. If they win by 1, you lose. If they win by 2, you win. But you never know with this Spurs team at home. I don't know. This one's the definition of a coin flip to me. I don't think I'm going to be taking this one today unless I do like some type of just lucky parlay type of bet. But my lean here would be to the New York Knicks -1.5. And then take this game in the over 215. Yeah. That game is just pretty ugly to me. I don't really like that game. Second to last game of the day, we got Denver Nuggets +7 versus the Milwaukee Bucks, and this total is 235. For the Nuggets, we're missing a bunch of guys. We're missing Campazzo, the backup PG. We're missing R.J. Hampton, JaMychal Green, Gary Harris, Paul Millsap, and Whittington. And then on the Bucks side, we're only missing one guy, is Jalen Adams, role player, rotation player. Not really nothing to worry about there for the Bucks. Head-to-head this season, the Bucks are 1-0 versus the Nuggets. On February 8th, the Bucks came into Denver and got a double-digit win on the road, 125 to 112. In that contest, Giannis had 30 points, 9 rebounds. Middleton added 29 points, 12 assists, and 8 rebounds. That boy was balling that game. And for the Nuggets, Jokic led the way with 35, 12, and 6. Like he always does, Jokic is a monster. But the Bucks are back hot, man. The Bucks are on a 5-game win streak after going on a 5-game losing streak. They're looking back like themselves, man. Like they can win ball games, and they did it 5 times in a row. I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon here while they're hot. I haven't been betting on them lately. I wanted to see, kind of a couple games in a row, what's going on with this team, and if they could get back together. It's taken me 5 games to jump back on the ship, but I'm back now. Despite the Nuggets being injured, though, they won their last 2, and they're 6-4 in the last 10. But I think here the Bucks are the healthier team. The Bucks are at home, and this is one of those games where they got to come in here at home, take advantage of a hurt team, and show us the Bucks that we're used to seeing. You can't come in here against a hurt Nuggets team and lose, or come in here against a hurt Nuggets team and not look impressive. You're on a 5-game winning streak. You got to get the job done against the teams, that you're going to have to beat come playoff or championship time. And the Nuggets are one of those calibers of teams. So get them here while they're injured, man. My pick here is going to be the Milwaukee Bucks -7 at home versus the Nuggets, and I'm going to take this in the over 235. Both of these teams can spark that ball. They shoot threes at a rapid clip. Both of these teams up and down the court. With the Nuggets team being injured, we're going to see different backups than we're used to seeing for this team, different rotations. I just think the Bucks are going to be too much for this team to handle. With Drew Holiday back, they're pretty much fully healthy. I think right here is a smash spot for the Bucks. And then this last game of the day, we got now I like this one. This is going to be my underdog of the day. For this one, we got the Phoenix Suns +1.5 on the road versus the Los Angeles Lakers, and this total is 214. For the Suns here, we got Dario Saric questionable, so look closer to tip-off to see if Saric will be playing today. And then we got for the Lakers, Anthony Davis and Kostas Antetokounmpo are out today. Anthony Davis still out with that Achilles injury. This will be the first time this season that the Suns and the Lakers meet. The Suns are hot right now. They're 8-2 in their last 10, and they got an overall record of 22-11 this season, while being 11-5 on the road. Just incredible. They're just playing really, really good basketball right now. And Phoenix is the team I've been really, really high on as far as betting this season. On the other hand, we got the Lakers here, 5-5 in the last 10 games since Anthony Davis went down with that Achilles injury. The Lakers are 11-7 at home this season, though, with a record of 24-11 overall on the season. If the Lakers were fully healthy, this would be a very interesting matchup to me. But seeing as though they're missing one of their 2-star players in Anthony Davis, and they're facing off against a fully healthy Suns team, my pick here is going to be the Phoenix Suns +1.5 in the over 214. And like I said, this game's going to be my underdog of the day. And we'll get there in a second. But that's going to be it for these 6 games today. My best bets, I only have 3 best bets on today's parlay, or on today's slate. There's only 6 games. I took 3. You don't have to bet them all. I took 3 out of the 6. These are what I feel most comfortable with today. I'm going to take the Los Angeles Clippers -4 versus the Boston Celtics. I think this fully healthy Clippers team comes out here, blows the door off this Celtics team, and never looks back. I think they win by double digits here. The Celtics team without Jaylen Brown, they already haven't been playing that good. I have a lot of confidence today in that Clippers -4. The second game, my second best bet is going to be Milwaukee Bucks -7 versus the Denver Nuggets. Milwaukee Bucks are at home here. Denver Nuggets are super injured. Milwaukee's fully healthy. I think Milwaukee comes in here and gets a double-digit win against the Denver Nuggets. And then my last best bet of the day is going to be the Phoenix Suns plus 1.5 versus the LA Lakers. I'm not too sure. Maybe because the Lakers are at home and their record this year is pretty good at home. But they're without Anthony Davis today. So taking Phoenix Suns and you get the plus 1.5 points in case any funny shit happens and they lose by 1. I'm taking Phoenix Suns here plus 1.5 versus the Lakers. Those are my 3 best bets for the day. My underdog of the day, like I said, you guys, is going to be the Phoenix Suns money line versus an injured Lakers team. I think you could get the Phoenix Suns maybe plus 110 here. So you bet 100, you win 110. The money line on this underdog game today, like I said, I'm not too sure why Phoenix would be the underdog here. I'm thinking maybe because the Lakers have a good record at home this year, they be balling at home. But they are without Anthony Davis today. I think this Phoenix Suns team just comes in, they're too hot, they overwhelm this Lakers team, and they get a win here easily. And then my quick little parlay, if you guys want to put in a parlay, just a lucky little one, I put in one earlier. I'm going to take the Wizards plus 1 over the Grizzlies, the Clippers minus 4 over the Celtics, the Heat minus 3.5 over the Hawks, New York Knicks minus 1.5 over the Spurs, the Bucks minus 7 over the Nuggets, and then the Suns plus 1.5 over the Lakers. That's going to be it for me today, you guys. I hope everybody has a great day. Good luck. Let's win some money. Go ahead and go over to Instagram and follow me at FullCourtPress Clothing. You can go to Twitch and follow me at FullCourtPress FCP. I appreciate you guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys for coming to watch the video and support, man. Appreciate it.